This is home. 39 News starts right now.
Good evening. I'm Harriet Wallace. Scott is on assignment. Well, as the temperature gets cooler and the days get shorter, many people fight seasonal depression. And tonight, our Sinai Carrizales takes a closer look at the disorder and what doctors say we can do to fight it.
As the season continues, many people struggle with seasonal depression. Re-Envision Counseling gives ways to take care and stay well. Seasonal affective disorder, also referred to as seasonal depression, is a type of depression that's caused by a change in the season, usually when the fall starts. It is reported that this depression tends to worsen in the late fall or early winter. Re-Envision Counseling's Dr. Jenna Britt talks about how this affects many people.
Light is the biggest part of this, just getting dark so early and you're literally not getting as much light and it's not setting your body. Those circadian rhythms get a little bit off.
WebMD reports that 11 million people experience seasonal depression every year, and 25 million people may experience a milder form called the winter blues. Dr. Brett shares ways to help you stay well through these next few months.
Healthy habits. And that's those things like that we all know, right? Eat, sleep, exercise. Those take particular importance during this time.
Dr. Britt created the acronym HELP. H for healthy habits. E for engagement in social activities. L for lighten up, meaning to be gentle with yourself. And P for practitioners. Re-Envision Counseling encourages practicing healthy habits and seeking help when needed. In Jackson, Sinai Carrizales, 39 News.
A body found in the trunk of a car that crashed at the border of Detroit and Dearborn has been identified as that of a missing woman from Tennessee. 39 News' Jamie Holmes has that story.
According to Michigan State Police and the Murfreesboro Police Department, the woman found in that car has been identified as 31-year-old Eleni Casa. She went missing November 17th after her family says she never picked up her daughter from school. She left her cell phone and car at her apartment. Family members told authorities they believe she was forced to leave by a friend. Authorities conducted a missing person investigation which revealed a possible domestic incident between Casa and her girlfriend, 36-year-old Dominique Hardwick. They ran the license plate and car information of Hardwick's black Dodge Charger and spotted the car some 10 days after Casa was reported missing. After attempting a traffic stop, a pursuit quickly ensued, ending with a crash into a Detroit residence. Gunfire was exchanged and Casa and Hardwick were both found dead in the car. Autopsy results revealed that Hardwick died from a gunshot wound. The circumstances surrounding Casa's death are currently not known. I'm Jamie Holmes for 39 News.
On this vote, the yeas are 290, the nays are 137. The joint resolution is passed.
The U.S. House passed legislation today to avert a railroad strike. The bill, which passed 290 to 137 with broad bipartisan support, forces a tentative rail labor agreement after a deal brokered by the Biden administration was ultimately voted down by several railway unions, and negotiations appear to stall. Voting 201 to 207, the House also passed a bill that adds 7 days of paid sick leave to the deal. Both bills will now be sent to the Senate. Railway workers are vowing to strike by December 9th if a new agreement can't be reached. The Senate passed a landmark same-sex marriage bill with bipartisan support. The bill, called the Respect for Marriage Act, passed with unanimous support from Democrats and 12 Republicans. It would require that the federal government recognize same-sex and interracial marriages. The bill now moves to the House for a final vote before it can go to President Biden, who says he looks forward to signing the bill into law. Before the vote, though, the bill was changed to win some Republican votes by adding language making clear that religious organizations will not be required to perform same-sex marriages. House Democrats elected their new leadership team, ushering in a younger generation of leaders after Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Majority Leader Steny Hoyer decided to step aside after Democrats narrowly lost the majority this month. The 82-year-old Pelosi, the first female Speaker of the House, will pass the torch to Hakeem Jeffries, who ran unopposed for Minority Leader. The 52-year-old Democrat from New York will make history as the first black lawmaker to lead a political party's caucus in either chamber. Ahead of tonight's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting, millions of Americans will be trimming their own Christmas trees this holiday. But like everything else, your holiday decor is not immune to inflation. Here's more on that story.
With the holidays officially underway, many Americans will be getting into the spirit with the symbol of the season, a Christmas tree. Selecting a tree together, part of a family tradition for many.
There it is.
I kept checking, when can we go? When can we go? Yes, I'm excited.
At the Pine Valley Tree Farm in Maryland, the Underwood family has been planting and selling trees for over 7 decades.
This is the best time of the year for me because I get to see customers who have been coming here for 40, 50 years.
But like so many other things this year, inflation is impacting their pricing, and they have to pass it on to customers.
Fertilizer has doubled and tripled and quadrupled. Obviously, fuel costs have gone up tremendously, so that all affects your bottom line, as well as labor cost.
The Real Christmas Tree Board estimates prices are up between 5 and 15% this holiday season.
The retail price of a Christmas tree is going to vary widely by geographic location and, most importantly, how far you are from a major Christmas tree production area.
To get the best deal when selecting a tree, keep species in mind. Douglas firs and pine varieties are usually more affordable. Shop early in the season for the best selection. Compare prices and consider Cyber Week sales on an artificial tree to reuse year after year. Perhaps the number one tip to save: don't buy too much tree.
Save room for several inches for the Christmas tree stand, and you can buy the tree that's the right size.
For everyone who celebrates the season, it's the Christmas spirit that brings people together.
And see how excited they are to be picking out their Christmas tree and how excited they are when they find that perfect tree for themselves.
A confirmed tornado caused damage in Alabama early Wednesday morning. The tornado touched down around 3 a.m. Wednesday, damaging homes and bringing down huge trees. Piles of crumpled sheet metal were scattered on the ground. There were no reports of injuries. Still ahead, the Department of Justice is stepping in on the investigation of Jackson, Mississippi's water crisis. Plus, your complete forecast. Stay with us.